We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Today, we have an NFC fighting store between the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And off we go from Dallas. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Jalen Lane on the return. Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. Getting the fullback involved here. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Daniels. He finds Tigakokwo for the grab. Brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, Brock. Looks like they're marking the gain at about 25 yards.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt getting it for the first time. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Throwing on second, Daniels. And he's going to go down deep on his own side at about the 42. Kenny Clark. And that's going to bring up third and very long. They've got to get 20 or more.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long.
Wolverine!
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. So a really tough spot here. This is third and a country mile. Now Daniels to throw. He's in trouble again, and he's going to go down. Second time on this opening series. And that's going to force fourth down. Quite a ways to go. The Commanders ready for the punt. On is the former all-conference return man from nearby TCU, KaVontae Turpin. And the punt team hurries down, and they're going to stop this one at the 10-yard line.
At their own 10-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. They'll run in here with Jaden Blue. And this won't get him any extra breathing room. He's brought down back at his own 7-yard line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's second and 14. Prescott set to pass. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. Near the sideline, he's going to be forced out after a gain of about 20. That is good for a Cowboy first down.
Already you could see this defense being challenged in a way they weren't very often last week. There wasn't a lot of scoring. There wasn't a lot of explosive plays. That's a nice chunk pass play to begin this one for the offense.
Offense is set. First and 10. Blue here from the pistol. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got second and 11. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
All right, here we go. Second down. Dak to the air here. Throw secured by George Pickett. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Six yards to go here. It's third down. They pitch it out to him here. He gets the first and more to the 45. Down the sideline, past the 25. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Dallas! Finding themselves in the end zone right away here as we begin week 2, Brock. And they keep this up. They're going to find themselves with a 2-0 record as well.
And that's a good place, right? We know this in the annals of history in the NFL. Teams who begin season 2-0, they're going to make the playoffs right around 70% of the time. That's the way you want to start.
Look at you talking knowledge.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Throwing now, Daniels. Pulled in by his back, White. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. The rookie from Florida in on that stop.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Here's Daniels on second. Taking a shot deep here. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Not a bad first look for him in the this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Cox misses lane. It's going to be taken down here, but not before the play gets him 12 big yards and a first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
They've got first down here from the 36. Firing quickly out wide, Daniels. They're going to pick up 12 yards on the play, Brock. That's going to set them up with a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
One quarter down for these two NFC East teams. It's the Cowboys out in front. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Here's Daniels. It's caught. This is the Corey Krosky-Merritt. Brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, Brock. Looks like they're marking the gain at about 25 yards.
First down, Washington.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he can do that coming out of the backfield, Imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Daniels on 1st and 10, and he's only missed once on this series. 4 of 5 throwing the ball.
Bengals, Bengals, Bengals. Hey, opposite, opposite.
He's going to throw it again. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. Throwing this one deep across the field. And they don't connect looking deep there, but this play's not quite over yet, so there's a flag on the field. So the offense was right to be walking backwards. The flag does go against them. So not just the yardage, Brock, but the illegal forward pass also cost them the down. It's 2nd and long. To throw, Daniels. Going deep here for the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. If you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Daniels now. That's caught. It's McLaurin downfield. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
1st down for Daniels, and he's now up to 5 completions for the drive on his 7 attempts. From the red zone now. Couldn't get the screen set up properly, Brock. Pass incomplete, so they're going to hope for better results now on 2nd down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And you couldn't do it on that one.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick pass, cut outright. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Didn't get all they wanted out of that last play, so now they've got 3rd and 8. They send the tight end in motion. 3rd and long for him here. Cut near the goal line. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. That one's incomplete in the end zone. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal. Motion man sent left. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And this is going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders!
Touchdown, Washington.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And that ties things at 7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Now here's Prescott. He lofts one deep, center of the field. That's grabbed inside the 30. There it is. Touchdown, Dallas.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Carlson will tack on the extra points. And they've broken this tie. They've taken a 7-point lead.
14, Commanders 7.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Daniels back to throw. And the coverage too much to battle through on this play. Multiple defenders there. A lot of contact at the catch. This one's incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It would be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. From the gun, it's Daniels. And he put everything he's got behind it. Big gain downfield. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. The deep pass comes up big. 39 yards. Daniels on 1st and 10. And he's up over 150 yards passing thanks to that previous completion. Krosky Merritt gets it from the gun. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down. Daniels. Screen pass here for Krosky Merritt. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Got the catch, but didn't get any yardage on it, so still 10 to go on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Met at the catch point, and it's incomplete. A couple defenders nearby. One of them makes the hit to break up that catch. 3rd down upcoming.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Out of the gun, Daniels. He finds Diggs right side. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Washington first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Koski Merritt. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Cowboys' 9-yard line.
Now Daniels on 2nd down. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Washington. Jayden Daniels. Give him 2 now in this 2nd quarter. On is Moody for the extra point. The kick is good, and I believe this should stand, Brock. It looks like that flag appears to be on somebody who jumped early. Let's see. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. So the extra point was made, but after that penalty, they're reconsidering. They're going to try for 2.
Washington will line up with a 2-point
Keeping it on the ground. And he winds up short of the end zone. Ooh, they needed that for the lead. Instead, they were made down a point. 13. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Turpin with a return. And in the end, only able to get this up to his 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, he'll give to Blue. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive. Offense in the hurry up here.
At the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing on 2nd, Dak. Down the field, he's got Lamb. He gets loose down the right side. And this gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
It's a gain of 60 yards.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out.
First down.
They'll have 2 left to work with before
First and
halftime.
10 at the 11-yard line.
All set now, 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. George Pickens, the intended target. So it'll be 2nd down.
The coverage by
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second down, here's Dak. And they answer. Touchdown, Dallas. CeeDee Lamb. He's 4 through the air this season. Carlson now to add one more. Send right down the middle and good. And lead is up to 8.
Cowboys 21. Commanders 13. Daniel
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive.
What's up? 27, 27. Hey, hold on, blink. Hold on, blink. Hold on, blink.
Throwing now, Daniels. This is a heater going deep. He almost throws this away on the first snap of the drive. Put it into harm's way. The pick is dropped, so they're going to see second down. We're seeing this more and more these days, Brock. Not content to just run out this half. Seems like they're going to keep pushing with the time they've got remaining.
Every one of these possessions, Kate, is so valuable. And I think what you've got to do as a quarterback there is reinforce to your receiver, if I'm going to take this shot, it's your ball or nobody's ball.
Almost a very quick drive, but the drop kick gives him new life. This is second down. Now Daniels to throw. And this is going to hit the ground incomplete. Looking for that same man. Defense was ready for him with that hit. Third down coming up. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, partner. I know you always do, but it felt like maybe that was one of their last gasps to get into field goal range before we hit halftime.
Yeah, you kind of look at both sides. Defense is doing all they can to prevent that thing from being thrown over their head, and can the offense find some way to puncture that defense to get into that field goal range?
Third and long. They're going to throw. And he's going to go down. They haul him to the turf at the 21. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So they bring Tress Way back out there for another punt. Devontae Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. Starts the return at the 34. And that return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
First and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here. First and 10. Dak to the air here. Forced out to his right. Connection made with his back deep downfield. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Up the middle, Blue. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. A 3rd down run with Blue. Still working past the 40. Defender closing in and will take him out of bounds, but not before he picks up 25. And that's going to give the Cowboys a 1st down.
I'll be the one to say, Kate, he gets up to that 2nd level, 15, 20 yards. We're rooting for him to take it to the distance. It's hard to do. It's tough to make a gain like this happen in the NFL, but as you saw, still even tougher to take it to the house.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. That'll be good for a Dallas 1st down. That almost felt like an instant replay of his previous run, Brock. Another great opening created up front, and he said thank you very much.
And this offense totally in the driver's seat. You want to try to run it back a 3rd time? Also maybe a time to throw it right over their heads with a little play-action pass.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Now Prescott. Passing quick here with the pass rush, fast enough to match it. On and in time to alter that throw. It falls incomplete. That brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Second down coming from Prescott. And this is going to end up an incomplete pass, partner. So that brings up 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's caught. He's got Lamb. And he gets home. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb. 2 in this game now after he had 3 a week ago. Carlson's extra point is good. And the lead now up to 18 points.
Cowboys 31, Commanders 13. Daniel Carlson.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 35-yard line.
Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. They'll give it to White to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Here's Daniels on 2nd. Look at that power, deep left side. And the defender is there with him every step of the way downfield to make the hit and break up that catch. It's third down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Daniels from the pistol. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the first down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth. And he's got a free play here. That one complete to Diggs. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. So they'll decline this and take the result. First and 10 from the 43. Running it after the penalty. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Here's Daniels. Into the hands of his running back, Prosky Merritt. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. McLaurin, the receiver, in motion left. To throw, Daniels. That's over the middle, cut by Diggs. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Firing quickly out of line, Daniels. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Daniels back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
That whole operation right there, Kate, delivered with conviction. Passes have to be if you want to pick up first downs and keep the drive on schedule.
White. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. This one set up for Daniels. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got 3rd and goal.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
And time runs out before we can get another snap here in this 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Time now for the 4th quarter, Brock. It's 3rd and goal. Tight end going in motion here. Daniels, 3rd and goal. Buys time, rolling right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. He's off to the races. The 40. Hits the 20. And he's going to score. Pick 6 for Dallas.
Major news surrounding one of the premier head coaches in the NFL. He and his club parting ways in a move that's sending